Welcome back for today's NBA pick video play for April 3rd, 2019. And this one talking about this Eastern Conference matchup between the New York Knicks and the Orlando Magic, and going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. A pretty low total here at 212.5 points. These two teams obviously in very different places right now. New York continuing to tank as they've done so pretty much all season with just 15 overall wins, with that 15-62 record, and really doing a great job of tanking in terms of improving their odds in the NBA draft lottery. But however, in their last outing, the Knicks grabbing a victory on their home court against the Chicago Bulls, winning that one by a final of 113-105 in what was a little bit better of an offensive performance than what we have seen from the Knicks during recent contests. So the Knicks on the year, they've had major issues on both ends of the court. 28th in all of the NBA in scoring, 25th in total team defense. The average total we get in a Knicks game is up at around 219 points, which is actually quite a bit higher than the total we're getting in this matchup. But during this current stretch over the past month or so, the Knicks have had a lot of games where they've scored very low amounts of points, which has aided in a lot of the unders. But we'll see how that plays for the Knicks in this one, going against an Orlando team at 38-40 overall. Very encouraging signs from the Magic over the past couple weeks of action as they've tried to push their way into that Eastern Conference playoff picture, and it's going right down to the wire in terms of that race for the final three or so spots within the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Magic are one of the teams that are trying to work their way in, and their last outing, Orlando, coming up short. It was their fourth straight road game, so you give the Magic somewhat of a break. They're also going against a tough opponent, losing to the Raptors by a final of 109-121. And that was a difficult road trip for Orlando. They started it off really well, taking down the Heat. Then they lost to the Pistons, defeated the Pacers, and then losing to the Raptors, now coming back home to try to continue where they left off. An extremely impressive homestand, that Orlando was on prior to this four-game road trip that they just finished, as the Magic went on to defeat the Cavaliers, Hawks, Pelicans, Grizzlies, as well as 76ers with some pretty strong offensive performances through this winning stretch. On the year, Orlando, they've been a defensive-oriented group, to say the least. They're 25th in the NBA in scoring compared to 5th in total team defense, and the average total we get in an Orlando game is about 213 points. So right at about the total we're getting in this matchup. But when you consider the fact that the average total we get in a Knicks game is considerably higher than this, and the fact that Orlando has been showing some pretty strong offensive performances during this uptick in results we've seen from them, going today against one of the worst teams in the league, we like Orlando's offense to be a big catalyst in helping us push possibly to the over. So that's where we're siding here, going with the over 212.5 as the better value bet. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our picks over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hope to see you guys back here for our next video.